Tonight, from Paul Brown Stadium in Cincinnati, it's time for Monday Night Football on EA Sports.
And we will not get a run back here to start. It's a touchback, and it will come out to the 25. They will run for the first time with Miles Sanders. And he's upended at the 33 following a good pickup of 8. The numbers for Sanders last week, 23 carries, 123 yards.
And the way they ran the ball in last week's game has to be satisfying to their entire staff because they're seeing not just a back gain big yardage, but they're seeing an offensive line really in sync.
And this time he's not going anywhere. They'll get him down right at the line of scrimmage. Not enough there for a first. No gain, as a matter of fact. And it leaves them at 3rd and 1. Well, this defense for the Texans, very strong last week as they helped their squad improve to 2-0 on the young season.
I have to admit I was extremely impressed by what I saw on tape because they stayed in the face of the quarterback the entire game, ended up getting 4 sacks total, and made it difficult for him to step up and find receivers downfield. Also made it hard for him to escape the pocket and run.
That good for 19 on a first down. Defense had a chance to get off the field here on the opening drive, couldn't do it.
I know that we go into these meetings with coaches and sometimes maybe we can get, a little bit numb because they're always going to talk about how important 3rd down is, aren't they? Offense and defense. In this case, one capitalized and the other, as you said, had a chance to get off the field and didn't get it done.
And now they will throw it with Burrow. Hunter Henry brings it in. And he is tackled inside the 40, not quite to the 35. Another nice gain. That's now 30 yards between those last 2 plays. On 1st and 10, it's Sanders. And they'll get 8 out of this before being stopped at the 28. This running game so important for them, and they know that. It helped lead them to a victory last week when he was over 100 yards.
Let's face it, it's their identity, and that's what they want to play to. They want to be that team that runs the ball really well each and every week, and right now we're seeing a pretty good pattern of that happening.
Only a yard on the pickup, so from a good situation on 2nd and 2, it's now 3rd and 1. They'll try and run for it with Sanders. And he's able to get the first here as he's taken down at the 25. If you make the stop there, maybe you hold him to 3 on this opening drive. They didn't get the stop.
Yeah, new set of downs now. Now you're worried about, just as you pointed out, not just giving up 3, possibly giving up 6. Let's see what they decide to do here because they've got to change up what they have been doing. It hasn't been working.
He'll lose a yard there, and it's 2nd and 11.
This defense is a difficult one to prepare for, one of the best in the league. They'll come at you from all angles, and they did a nice job there stopping him for a loss.
Maybe just a slight detour on what's been a strong drive. Here's 2nd and 11. Now it's Burrow. Open man right side, Myers. And he'll be out of bounds just inside the 25-yard line.
One thing you're hoping for when you run drag routes, you're able to hit a receiver in stride, and he can pick up a lot of yardage after the catch. But in this situation, the defense was effective, able to stop him before he could get a good head of steam going.
And Sanders has got it complete. And down inside the 15, shy of the 10. It's a Bengal first down, a pickup of 11.
I like the screen being called here early in the game, especially on the opening drive, because, Brandon, when guys come out of the locker room, especially those pass rushers, they are so amped up to get to the quarterback that you can use that against them, and a screen pass is a great way of doing it. A lot of teams against good pass rushing teams, they want to run the screen 10 to 12 times in a game.
Officially, it's a 1-yard loss. That's going to bring up 2nd and 11. Now a carry for Sanders. And he'll be taken down here at about the 11. After getting stuffed on first down, not much better there. 2-yard gain.
Typically, we think it's the strong safeties that are better tacklers, especially closer to the line of scrimmage amidst traffic. But in this case, how about the free safety coming up and making the big-time play?
On 3rd down, Burrow. And he's got it. Touchdown. Hunter Henry. His 4th touchdown on the year. And the Bengals take it right down and score on the opening drive. The extra point splits the uprights, and that makes the score 7-0. So that one a 13-play drive in total, and it ends with a Bengals score. Sanchez now, he'll kick it away following the touchdown. And we'll see a return here from the end zone. And this return will net positive as he gets past the 25 and up to the 27-yard line. Now the result here, a pickup of 8. Leaves him with 2 to go on 2nd down. The numbers for him from a week ago. And Charles, how do you think he ran the football?
I thought he definitely had his moments. I did think that they could have utilized him a little bit better, and I'm definitely going to keep an eye on him to see how they're going to use him this week.
8 yards the tally on that 1st down run. Here's 2nd and 2. On the handoff, Taylor. And they bring him to the ground just shy of midfield. They get 14 on that one. Good for a Houston 1st down.
Partner, it's not often that I expect running backs to eclipse 100 yards in back-to-back games, but he left 100 way behind last week. I think he's going to do it again. I'm expecting 150 or more.
And last week, AFC Offensive Player of the Week. So if he does what you say he might, maybe he'll get another one.
Hey, I think he's locked in.
And he'll go down, but not before getting this inside the 30. 23 yards, the final tally.
I don't care who you put on him. He's going to be a handful in one-on-one throws.
Yeah, right now, you're right. They're in man-to-man. Maybe needs some safety help.
I would say that'd be a good idea. Double team him somehow. I'm going to have to make someone else beat me rather than let him shred my defense.
1st and 10, Taylor now. And only a yard this time as he's taken down right around the 26.
Yeah, things were pretty stacked up there in the middle of the line. A lot of bodies, not much space. I think ultimately he was fortunate to get anything out of that run.
2nd down, another run with Taylor. Only gets 3 yards there on the heels of the 1-yard pickup. Sets up 3rd and 6. Just not a whole lot of room to operate there on that carry.
No, not at all. They did a really nice job staying in their proper places and not allowing any lanes to open up.
On 3rd down, Wilson. And that's going to be incomplete. The contact there enough to jar that ball free, and it brings up 4th down.
Brandon, we saw these defenders flying to the football in their win last week, and nothing has changed. They're still moving around quickly and forcing incompletions.
They'll break the huddle here and go for it. This is 4th down. They'll try and throw for it with Wilson. And it's incomplete. They cannot convert, and they turn it over. The Texans tried it, but they come up empty here on 4th. And the Bengals will get the football back. Well, I guess they wanted to get that touchdown right back on their first drive, but failed to do so.
And what they have to be careful of is pushing so hard to stay right there, to stay even with their opponent, that they gas themselves out. You know, it's almost like horse racing. Sometimes you don't want to take your horse right to the front and let him do all the work and then someone catch him at the end and pass him up. You want to make sure you moderate what you're doing along the way and then go for the big finish.
Throw left left side, complete. That's Baker. And able to get this one across the 45 before he's brought down. It's a Bengal first down, a pickup of 11. Final 30 seconds of this first quarter, and it's been a quarter dominated by the guys with the football. Throwing now, Burrow on first down. Got his man complete over the middle. That's Sanders. 5 yards on the pickup, and it'll be a second down.
And we see another pitch and catch there to the running back. This position just continues to evolve. They become just as critical to the passing attack as a lot of receivers, tight ends, because their ability to make people miss in the open field can really generate big plays for an offense.
Here we go.
On second down, it's Sanders. He'll get about 4 here, down to the 43-yard line.
Some of the most unselfish players on any football team, defensive tackles, because we ask them to just eat up blocks and allow other people to make tackles. But when he can make a play himself, as we just saw there, that's a big day.
This is Shepard on the catch. And he's going to be taken down with another first down as the stop's made at the Texans' 32-yard line. The Bengals passing game finding a rhythm. They've got another first from the 32 now. Here's 1st and 10. Burrow looking to pass. That's complete. It's Chris Godwin. And he's got this down almost to the 20 before he's dropped. 11 yards there, just like last play.
Now that was pretty. They executed that curl route versus zone coverage, and that changes things a little bit because against man, it's often a tight curl, tight, sharply run route. Against zone, you're just looking for that open spot, that dead area, so you may curl it a little bit wider just to get to that place.
And usually a tight window. He fired a bullet in there for the completion. A rare misstep on that last play because the drive has been strong, but now it's 2nd and 12. Burrow will throw. That's swung out wide to Sanders. It's a gain of 5. And just like that, it's 3rd down. 2 minutes gone by, second quarter. From the gun on 3rd down is Burrow. And the pass to Henry is intercepted. Picked off at the 11. And he'll take this across midfield and inside the 45. So this is something we didn't see at all from this offense in the victory last week. That's a turnover. They didn't have any, but giving the ball away here in the opening quarter.
I love the surprise in your voice because it's exactly what you stated. Didn't see it last week, but it's a key to their win. And it'll be a key to this game as well, protecting the football. Didn't get it done there.
Shaq Thompson on the tackle that time. The last run got 3. Now here's 2nd and 7. They'll try the left side with Taylor. They'll wind up getting 4 down to the 36.
On any running play that's called, they're always hoping that it's going to break big and go the distance. But when you get a nice gain like that, you're able to do so many things anyway. You can come back and run essentially the same play again, continue to move the ball on the ground, or you can decide to throw the ball now because usually you have the defense back on its heels.
They'll try to run for the first with Taylor. And brought down, but not before they're inside the 25. 46 yards now on the ground on just 7 carries.
Well, partner, what do you think? Might have been 4-down territory if they didn't pick it up, but...
Yeah, it's a moot point now. I was curious, so if they didn't get it there, would they have gone for it? I guess we'll never know.
Yeah, we didn't have to make that call, but I have a feeling both of us would have said, go for it.
It's a pickup of 4, and it'll bring up 2nd down. Running left, Taylor. And he'll take this down for about 4 yards, down to the 15.
Well, if you're a football guy, that's a pretty run because everyone is in sync right there. Obviously, the guy carrying the ball, but how about the people up front? Leverage, athleticism, they created some nice space for him.
They'll try to get it on the ground with Madison. Well, this is going to depend on the spot, but it's not a very generous one. He looks to be about a yard or so short. He needed 2, he got 1, and that's going to leave him with 4th down and a yard. They'll run for it. It's Taylor, and he's got the 1st down as he gets it to the 8. Well, we kind of looked at each other as they decided to go for it, but in the end, great execution, a 6-yard gain, and it all works out. They'll run here with Taylor, and he'll be stopped up after only a couple of yards as he gets it down to the 5. Defensively, pretty good start there with their backs against the wall.
That's a win for the stop troops right there. And if I'm them, I get a little bolder now. They won the first battle. Keep coming after them. Put the pressure on them.
And he's in for the score. Touchdown, Texans. Alexander Madison, his 3rd touchdown now on the year. And the Texans are an extra point away from tying this football game. Tucker able to connect on the extra point, and we are tied here in the 2nd quarter. So that drive consumes 9 plays all told. And it was capped off by a touchdown scamper from Alexander Madison. So all even at 7 now as they kick it away. And that'll carry over the back line of the end zone for a touchback. Zone last time. We'll see if they can rebound.
I just have to think the last thing he said as they went back out there was, don't do that again. What do you think?
What do you think?
Yeah, I think that. I think that not only did he say that, but he also told him, let's put it in the end zone that it's supposed to be in, all right? The end zone we're trying to score. I know we're being a little bit facetious here, but the bottom line is take care of the football, and everything else should flow from there.
Quick lesson, never ask the play-by-play guy a question.
Hey, you're my partner. I know you're right there with me.
2nd and 6, just inside the 30. From the shotgun, Joe Burrow. Complete, Hunter Henry with a grab. And they'll get it up just short of the 45 at the 44. A Bengal 1st down on the 16-yard pickup there.
A lot of tight ends just use their size and their strength, try to occupy some space and kind of body people away and catch the football. But not this guy. He's a refined route runner. Makes me wonder if he took some dance classes in his background with his footwork.
A reminder coming up just a few minutes from now. We'll send you to Jonathan Coachman and our crew in Orlando. Coach will have a look back at some of the stats and scores from yesterday's action. On 1st and 10, Joe Burrow. Looking for Godwin, and he's got him complete. And he'll be corralled out across midfield down to the 45. Again, it's Burrow. They get 10 more there, and I believe that'll be enough for another 1st down. It will. And he'll go out of bounds after taking it a little further down inside the 40. Well, that's now 4 completions in a row. A good bounce back following the interception last drive.
Certainly not letting it affect him, that's for sure. And we all know interceptions are going to happen. So the big trick, don't let it affect you going forward. Most of the good quarterbacks, they just tell the ball boy, get that one out of the rotation, give me a fresh ball, and let's go. He's got his offense moving again. Well, sometimes despite the best planning, the defense actually has a plan as well, and they blanketed everyone on that play. They were able to close it down and spill him for a loss.
And once again, this is Sanders. And he's going to have the 1st down, yardage to the 35. Just 4 yards on the pickup, but that's good enough to extend the drive. Now the Bengals going to use the first of their timeouts as they'll stop it with just over a minute to go before halftime. He's going to drop this down to Sanders. And brought down, but not before they're inside the 25. The Bengals going to use the 2nd of their timeouts as the clock will stop with 55 seconds to go until halftime. Burrow going to throw again. And right side, Henry's got it. And brought down, but not before they get it inside the 10 to the 7. Another nice gain, 16 yards there and a first down again.
And this has been a nice answer to the touchdown drive against them a few minutes ago because they've come out and reestablished the tempo. A nice throw there, and they're putting together a very strong drive as a response.
And he's going to be taken down, sacked back around the 18-yard line. 2 of their 3 red zone trips so far they've come up empty on. They'll look to reverse that trend on 2nd and goal.
Well, there's still time to rectify this situation because the silver lining, they took a sack on 1st and goal. But that close to the goal line, that still definitely hurts.
Rohrwasser's kick is good. And they take the lead here now at 10-7. So a good kick there, and they put the bow tie on it with 3 points.
And let's face it, everybody wants a touchdown. We know that. But the NFL, defenses are awfully good. You're not going to score each and every time. Be able to knock the ball through the post and take the throw.
By the way, I said bow tie. I meant just bow. Not the tie, but yeah.
Either way.
You got it.
I just went right past it.
Final play of the half. It's Wilson. He's going to loft one deep left side here. And that's going to wind up incomplete. However, we do have a flag down. Let's check in with our referee. I think you'd agree that looked like the right call from up here.
No doubt about it. What everyone has to understand is that the officials are going to be right on the play each and every time. You may not like the call, but they're usually spot on.
He's going to take another shot here. Man, it's caught at the 6-yard line. And he takes it down deep into enemy territory. So we've reached halftime here, and we will skip the highlight show this week. Get right back to this Week 3 matchup. The Texans down on the scoreboard, but they do get the first crack here as we are back underway in the second half. And a decent return out to the 27-yard line. The Texans getting ready to go here to begin the third quarter. It's been a tight game to this point. What do they need to do, Charles, to break through in the second half and take the lead?
Well, I think the first thing they need to do is thank their defense for keeping them in this game. And, you know, I think the defense is saying back to them, why don't you guys focus on getting some first downs, put some drives together, give us a little bit of a break here. If we can get some rest, we'll play even better for you. And, oh, by the way, pay off a few of those drives with some points, too.
Coming up on 2nd and 7. They run once more with Taylor. And down he goes, but he takes it up to the 40. 75 yards for him on the ground now. He has been a tough man to bring down all night.
That's a nice run right there, able to get to the outside. And so many times defenses say, okay, we've got you hemmed in. But if you're running the football, at least you know where everyone is coming from. You don't have to worry about the backside at all. That allows you to run with a little bit more confidence as you traverse down the field.
Now a nice throw here right side. He hauls it in. He's going to go out of bounds, but he takes this one down just shy of the 20. Boy, he ran free there after the catch as that winds up going for 38. They lulled them to sleep there, so to speak. That was all set up by the running game, wasn't it?
Another example of what all offensive coordinators tell us. When the running game's operating, it really opens up the playbook, and that's when they hit them with the play action. And you can see the defenders rushing towards the line of scrimmage, then scrambling back trying to cover. Couldn't get there in time.
Well scripted. They had the big running play, now the big passing play. Second down, another run with Taylor. And he will be brought down at about the 6-yard line. It's a good gain of 11, sets him up 1st and goal. He had a really solid first half running the football and picking up where he left off here in the third quarter.
How about the yardage he's piling up right now? This feels like a full game, not just this series that we're watching right now. I know people are screaming, worthy adjustments from halftime on the...
And he'll take this one in for a Texans touchdown. Jonathan Taylor with touchdown number 7 on the year. And the Texans have retaken the lead. Tucker with the extra point, and the lead is now 14-10. A drive that time of 6 plays.
And it was capped off by a Jonathan Taylor touchdown.
Tucker now to kick it away following the touchdown.
And we will not see a run back here from Harris.
So here are the Bengals now as they get their first possession of this second half.
And they'll be working from behind now following the touchdown a moment ago on the opening drive of the half.
I think the guys right now, as they go out on offense, they're zeroing in on one big key. They don't have to do anything differently just because they're down on the scoreboard now. The intent, still the same in what they plan to do on offense.
And he gets this one just shy of the 40, down at the 39. First play of the drive going for 14 and a first down. Here's Burrow setting up to throw it. He's going to launch this thing way downfield.
And a high throw there as this is knocked away down to the ground and incomplete.
Jacoby Myers, the intended receiver. And it's second down. They're passing here, Joe Burrow. That's complete into the hands of Myers. That'll leave him with a 3rd and 2 coming up. They got 8 yards there.
Fired that one in there, able to make connection on a nice in route.
With those faster passes and they're going that fast, any hesitation as a quarterback that the deflection, if you miss, might be bigger and lead to an interception?
Yeah, and the deflection works both ways. Maybe a defender gets a hand in the way and it pops in the air. And sometimes you throw it so hard your receiver can't handle it, and he pops it up in the air for the defenders to grab as well.
But a moot point there as they were able to connect. Just a 2-yard pickup, and that should necessitate a call for the punt team here on 4th down. Now here's Rigoberto Sanchez. And surprisingly, this is the first punt of the game for either team. They only punted twice in the win last week as he gets this one away. Yeah, he was looking for the checkup bounce, didn't get it. That scoots all the way into the end zone now for a touchback. There again is the running back as he trots onto the field. He's had a good third quarter. He likes whatever adjustments were made at halftime, whether those were team adjustments or just him talking to himself.
And whatever that conversation was, it was pretty good because he is running really well here in the third quarter. But I like to think it is a team adjustment. Offensive line, those big escorts of his, they figured out how to block a little bit better, and he's found those holes to run through.
He has indeed.
Well, that last run makes this a 100-yard night. I've loved the way he's hit the holes. He's been quick, he's been decisive, and he's been a whole lot of fun to watch.
Throwing now, Wilson on first down. He's got his man on the crossing route. And they get him down, but not before he takes it across the 40-yard line. Now after the play, it looks like there's a Texan here slow to get up. While the training staff takes a peek, we'll take a break. Back-to-back good plays have them on the move on first down. On the counter, it's Taylor. And nothing much materializing there on the first down run. He'll get a couple, and that's it.
Well, they always talk about playing great team defense, and that was an excellent example right there. Everyone on assignment, no one in the wrong spot, everyone filling their gaps.
The last run got a couple. Here's 2nd and 8. They go to the ground again with Taylor. And he'll be brought down at the 50 after a gain of about 5.
Well, you certainly have to give a little credit here because they're playing this game now at their pace. This is ball control football, sustained runs, taking their time and making it work.
And he is going to have a Texans first down. It won't be by much. He needed 3, and he got 3, barely. But the mark shows first down.
Well, someone's been having a good game so far, and you know something? A lot of it's been power running. They decided to turn him loose again on third down, didn't they?
They did indeed. He delivered the tough yards. On 1st and 10, it's Wilson. Over the middle, that's hauled in by Isabella. And he gets it inside the 35 and just shy of the 30. 15 yards, the Texans pick up the first down. Catch number 100 for his career right there, and it's good enough to keep the chains moving. From the 32 now, here's 1st and 10. Now a handoff, Taylor with it. And not a whole lot of room to operate there on the first down run. He gets maybe 3.
Yeah, I don't know if it's exactly a win-win, but if you're on offense, you'll take that kind of a run, all right? It was kind of stacked up, found a little bit of yardage, and frankly, they're pretty close to staying on schedule on offense. The playbook is still open for the coordinator.
And he is going to be close to a first down as the tackle made at the Bengals' 22.
128 yards rushing for him now as his big night continues.
Looks to me like maybe there's a little attrition setting in with this drive, because when you see that type of a run, I get the feeling the defense get a little bit tired.
And that's the last thing they need, especially when they look up at the scoreboard.
And he is going to have a Texans first down as he's able to get about 3 that time on 3rd and inches.
I think we're seeing the effect that runs like that are starting to have on this game. They're a little bit slower, that front 7 reacting to the football, almost like body blows in boxing, slowing them down, and they're really starting to take over in this game.
So here's a 1st and 10 now, down inside the 20. They give to Taylor out of the gun.
And they work this near the 5. He'll be stopped at the 6. The pickup goes for 13 and sets him up 1st and goal.
I think there's a fatigue factor that's kicking in defensively. You know the will is still strong, but I think the offense is starting to bend it just a little bit, don't you?
Yeah, absolutely. It's looked that way. We'll see if they can continue this already strong drive. They'll try and run for it on 1st and goal.
And he was able to shed 1 tackle but could not get away from there.
Give him 4 on the carry there at 2nd and goal.
But a spotlight hit him once already tonight as he got into the end zone. He was trying to make it a
defense bottling him up, not letting him get in for the second. And he's in. Touchdown, Houston.
Jonathan Taylor
with his 2nd touchdown of the game, number 8 on the season. And the Texans will add on to their lead. Tucker able to connect on the extra point, and that makes it a 21-10 game. So that drive, 12 plays in length.
And it was capped off by a Jonathan Taylor touchdown.
Tucker now to kick it away following the touchdown. And this will be a touchback as that sails over the end line.
Cincinnati's offense coming back here onto the field.
They'll look to make some inroads here, trailing 21-10 as they come up on a 1st and 10. It'll be Sanders to begin the drive. And not much to speak of. Call it a 1-yard gain up to the 26.
They'd love to just strike back with a touchdown right here, and if it's a long play, so be it. But the main goal, get a couple of first downs, run some plays, run some clock, allow their defense to get a chance to catch their breath, settle down, and relax a little bit after they just gave up a score.
Back now in Cincinnati. It's the Bengals. They've got the football, but they trail here as we get rolling in quarter number 4. On 2nd and 9, Burrow. That's complete to his receiver, Godwin. And they're able to get this one across the 35. It's a Bengal first down, a pickup of 11.
Here we go.
Here's Burrow. Throw right side, taken in by Godwin. And able to break 1 tackle, but then quickly brought down. But a nice little gain.
This possession means so much for them. They've got to focus on this drive and find a way to make this a 1-possession game.
Yes.
Got to get a score.
Yeah, so good with a field goal. Don't necessarily need a touchdown. On 2nd and very short. Burrow. It's hauled in by Shepard. And he's going to be taken down with another first down as the stop's made at the Texans' 43. The Bengals passing game finding a rhythm. They've got another first. So a 1st and 10 now in Houston territory at the 43. Throwing again, it's Burrow. A quick pass here to Godwin. And he's going to get this down near the 30-yard line. Back-to-back nice plays, 12 yards that time and a first down.
Well, every drive from here out is definitely crucial and critical. They know that they need to get at least 3 here to get it back to a one-score game. But I can't imagine that in their huddle that they're thinking at all about getting a field goal. They want to get into the end zone and then try and get the ball back again.
Meanwhile, Burrow's throw on target to Godwin here. Given 9 there on the first down completion.
In so many ways, throwing the hitch route is actually one of the safer things an offense can do. Get the ball out to the receiver as fast as possible, hope he's got man-to-man coverage, and hope that his athleticism wins on the perimeter.
Now Burrow loses the football.
Fortunate to get that football back, because trailing here in the second half, last thing they needed was to lose the possession.
And the word I think of here is opportunity, because it could have been lost there, their chance to score points. But the opportunity for the defense was to go ahead and really close this game down if they were able to get possession.
Open man is Jacoby Myers. He's got it. And all the way down inside the 5 to the 4. They're able to convert on third down, and that sets up a first and goal. And in a two-score game, obviously, every play, every third down, like we saw there, magnified, big pickup.
It was a huge pickup. What they really want, though, is to not even get to third down. They've got to maximize time and conserve as much as possible.
And this throw a bit late as he couldn't reach back for it. Line of scrimmage, again the 4-yard line, second and goal. Off the play fake, here's Burrow. And he's got it. Touchdown, Bengals. Chris Godwin, his first touchdown of the new season.
And the Bengals have made it a one-score game again here in the fourth.
And now remember, all touchdowns are legitimate.
So they called it a touchdown originally, and this will stay a touchdown after the video review, so they had it right.
And this is caught. They got it. And that could be an important 2 points. It gets them back within a field goal. I guess the coach looked at the two-point cheat sheet, said go for it, get it to a three-point game, and they did it.
Yeah, and sometimes you just throw out time of game. You don't worry about that. There's just a feel sometimes in making that call, and he felt good about what he had for a two-point conversion, and now they're only down 3 and feeling great about themselves.
This will be brought out from the middle of the end zone. And that decision to bring it out ends up not being a good one. Costs him about 5 yards as he's tackled at the 20.
A look at the running back, the man out of the backfield as he gears up to go again. He's already hit pay dirt twice. He's up over 100 yards. He is feeling good.
He's just zipping along today. Everything coming together for him. It's that type of a day that you see it back. Just kind of have a grin on his face every time his number is called. Because he doesn't feel like there are going to be any lost yardage plays. Nothing but big-time positive runs.
Making the sideline grin as well. After the loss to start out, here's 2nd and 11.
Again, it's Taylor.
And he'll have this past the 30 prior to going out of bounds.
162 yards on the ground for him now as he has gotten better, really, as the night's gone on.
Well, that's a carry they have to be satisfied with, and throughout this game, they've been satisfied with what he's given them. Whenever they've needed a big run, a first down, he's the guy they've turned to, and it doesn't matter what the defense thinks. They feel like they've got the confidence to keep handing it to him and keep picking up good yardage.
Levante David in on the tackle.
As usual, the hallmark of a good run defense, linebackers making plays near the line of scrimmage. Absolutely nowhere to run there.
On second down, it's Taylor. And this will be a Texans first down as good running gets him to about the 44. And carries like that, that's how they're going to continue to salt this thing away here, Charles, in the fourth quarter.
Yeah, how about that? A new set of downs. Clock continues to move. No better way to close out a game than to tap those mastodons you have up front and say, guys.
Now look at this. They get the turnover they needed. It's intercepted.
picked by Emmanuel Mosley. And the Bengals are right back in this football game. A seismic shift in momentum here in the fourth quarter. That's the break that the defense needed.
And you know as well as I do, people are going to question the play call in that situation. Sometimes you have to question the execution, not necessarily the call. And in this case, those defenders found a way to give their team a chance.
7 yards, the pickup there. Second down and 3. Now Burrow. And caught by Henry. And he's got this down to the 35. His 5th catch tonight, and it's good for a first down.
And here we are in the fourth quarter, partner, and watch them drive for what would be a go-ahead touchdown. And you and I both know this is where you need a quarterback who can keep his cool back there. Not just for himself, but to keep the rest of the team relaxed too.
It's a gain of 5 on the play, and it'll bring up a second down.
All defenses worry that whenever anyone catches the ball and has a head of steam come out of the backfield, it could turn into a big play with missed tackles or he runs through people. But they were right there waiting, and they stopped him for a minimal gain.
So the Bengals in possession of the football here as we get you reset. They come up on a second down now in a game that looks like it's going to go down to the wire. Burrow's throw there complete to Myers. And he's going to be taken down with another first down as the stop's made at the Texans' 18. To throw, Burrow. Incomplete, but a penalty flag is down in the backfield. Let's get the call. So they say no to the penalty. The incompletion stands. It'll be 2nd and 10.
And what they want to do is go ahead and take those downs away from them. You never want to give extra snaps to any offense. That's how you get hurt.
Here we go, here we go. 180.
It's a second down run with Sanders. And he'll do a nice job here just to fight his way back to the line of scrimmage. Now the Texans will burn the first of their timeouts as they'll head to the sideline and talk over what to do next.
Get set. 180.
Another run with Sanders. And they'll get him down short of the first down, right on the 10-yard line. Now the Texans will use one of their 2 remaining timeouts as they'll head to the sideline and talk over what to do next. Rohrwasser's kick is good. And we are all tied here in the final stages. This had the potential to be a tight game, but with less than 3 minutes to play, couldn't be any tighter. We're all tied.
All locked up, right? And this next drive is going to tell us everything we need to know about this game because I want to see how they come out with the football. Are they going to be aggressive and attack downfield? You still got the 2-minute warning to come up. Or are they going to be conservative and try and hold on and maybe just get to overtime?
The Texans offense ready to go here for their next drive. They've got work to do, but they do still have a bit of time here.
And they've got to feel comfortable with that, but they have all their play sequences called. If they get out of bounds, that allows them to huddle and call another play, but if they don't, let's hurry up to the line of scrimmage and either spike it and stop the clock or continue to move it downfield in order to try and get in range and win this game.
See if they can do just that. Now Wilson. This one caught by Isabella. 9 yards, and that leaves him just short, so it'll be 3rd and less than a yard. Tell you what, he's been able to put the ball in some tight spots all game long. That throw, no different.
Yeah, a lot of people would call it a gutsy type of a throw. I think he looks at it as, I can do it, so it's not that big of a deal to me, and I'm going to keep firing.
And he slips up past the 45 before being tackled. The Texans going to signal for their 3rd and final timeout as they'll stop it with just over 40 seconds to go in the game. Here's Wilson. That'll be caught. It's Isabella. And he takes this one down almost all the way to the 30. And a nice gain of 21 yards.
This is where hustle and urgency come into play. I think you've got to get up there and spike it.
From the 32 now, here's 1st and 10. Wilson to throw. And that will be incomplete with a clock down now to 13 seconds.
It's another zone defense. It looks like it's open for possibilities, but they did a nice job patrolling the middle of the field and forcing an incompletion.
Now the Bengals going to use the first of their timeouts as they'll stop it with 13 seconds left to play. Bangs it through, and it's celebration time on that sideline as they have taken the lead in the final seconds.
Well, he was a spectator for much of this game. This is his first field goal opportunity of the entire contest, but he's able to connect.
Yeah, he had a pretty good seat to this one, didn't he? But let's face it, all kickers that you and I know, they want to contribute. They want their opportunity, and he seized his.
The Cincy offense about ready to go here on their next drive. So you're right there, but obviously the clock is not your friend. How do you handle this situation?
You're thinking 2 plays. One, to get yourself in position for the second one, whether you're able to get into field goal range or you have to try another deep pass, another Hail Mary, but you're trying to get the first one to a receiver, get out of bounds, and give yourself a chance to set things up for an easier shot at it.
We'll see if they can do it. Might be easier said than done.
Meanwhile, Burrow's throw into the hands of Henry here.
And getting this just shy of midfield, they'll spot it at the 49.